How's it going today, everybody? Welcome back to the Troy's Hobbies RC YouTube channel. Last time you saw the WOV Racing Tyrants buggy, we did a full teardown and rebuild on the buggy. Today we're going to do a quick on-the-bench video, just showing you a few different tire options that I've come across on this buggy. So let's get on over to the bench, and I'll just show you a few options of tires that can fit on this thing, and we'll send you guys on your way. This should be a relatively quick video. So let's get into this real quick. Alright, first thing I want to talk about here are the stock wheels and tires. Obviously these are what come on the vehicle straight out of the box. Basically what you get is a 17mm low profile buggy tire. It has a really a medium soft compound, a really aggressive knobby tread pattern, and does really well on like a dry loose surface. These things are great for bashing, great for on-road, pretty much just a good all-around tire in general. They do expand a little bit, but the next option should be something a little bit different, but I think fits this vehicle very well. So let's go ahead and get into the next option of wheels. Alright, let's talk about option 2 here with the wheels and tires. Now this personally, for me, is my favorite general use wheel and tire combo for this vehicle. These are the Team Corrali Skeeter wheels and tires. I think that they absolutely fit the theme of this truck or buggy perfectly. They claim this is a monster buggy, so with these little bit bigger wheels and tires, they're the same diameter but a little bit wider offset, a little bit beefier. I think they'd really set the look of this buggy off just right. So this will probably be the wheel and tire combination that you see on the vehicle most of the time going forward on the channel. But let's go ahead and get into option 3. Alright guys, we're here with option 3. This is a pretty good option if you want a bigger tire, but you still want to maintain a relatively light weight. These are pretty lightweight and they have a pretty wide offset. So as you can see, they're a taller wheel with the diameter, but they're also quite a bit wider. If you look at the offset there, the vehicle sits quite a bit wider than stock. So this is a good option for ground clearance and turn stability, but it will make your turning radius a little bit wider. So keep that in mind when you run a bigger tire. It does affect your turning radius just a little bit. But other than that, this is a good option. So let's go ahead and get into the final option, and what I would consider the most aggressive option. Alright guys, the fourth and final option we're going to talk about today are the Generation 1 Proline Badlands. These are basically the same diameter as the DHK tires, but they have a very aggressive tread pattern similar to the Team Corrali tires. But they are a softer compound. They add really good ground clearance and things like that, but if you look, they're not quite as wide as the DHKs. They kind of sit at a more narrow offset, similar to the stock buggy wheels. This isn't tightened all the way down, guys, don't worry. But they have a similar offset to the stock buggy wheels and the Corrali wheels. So I think with all that being known, I think what I'm going to do is make a compromise with this vehicle and go with something that's kind of a middle ground. These are the heaviest tires in the class, but they're the most aggressive. So, there's your compromise. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the Corrali tires. I think these are going to be the wheels of choice. They have a similar tread pattern to these Prolines, but they're just a little bit smaller diameter, a little bit the same width, but a little bit smaller diameter, and I think it's going to fit the buggy much better. And it's also, these are considerably lighter weight. So I think that's the compromise we will make. So let's go ahead and end this video. That's just a few different options of tires that are on the market for this thing. More or less anything with a 17mm hex and 17mm bolt can work with this vehicle depending on the offset. So there's tons of options out there for this vehicle. This is just a handful of them, guys. So let's go ahead and wrap this up for the day. Alright everybody, that's going to do it for today on the Troy's Hobbies RC YouTube channel. That was a look at the WOV Racing Tyrants. just to look at some of the wheel and tire options that you have out there. And again, remember, there are plenty more on the market than just what I showed you today. So feel free to experiment, try new things, and let's see what we can do with these cool buggies. So that's going to do it for today on the Choice Hobbies RC YouTube channel. We'll just remind you guys to like the video, subscribe if you're new, share the video if you can, and we'll see you guys next time. See you later.